Yo, all right, let's figure this out. Okay, so we are back. I have no clue what that was about. But hey, welcome to the show. Take two, baby. Take two. Looks like we are going to be just fine now. I'm not really sure what the deal with that was. All I did was fucking unplug the camera and plug it back in. I did nothing, and so that was wild. But anyway, damn, the hackery is right. You know how it goes. But when you're in the mafia, man, you know. They're tapping you. Whatever. I'm just kidding. You guys know that is all just some made up bullshit. Anyway, whatever. We're back. You know what? No need to dress it. It was a court issue. Technology. It's our best friend and it's our enemy. Yoza. What's up, guys? Hope you are doing all right. Thank you. Let's try this again. It is Monday, March 24th, 4:09 p.m. We're gonna have a little bit shorter show than normal, just because of whatever the heck that was. Anyway, glad you guys are here. Please make sure you smash the like button. Just like that. It's a little tap on your back, little tap on my shoulder, a little quid pro quo, as they say. I could use it. I'm late. I'm late this time. But Doom, oof. Doom's not getting a medal this time. I think we'd have to go back. I've made this show private only because basically the camera went dead in like 30 seconds. But so we'll have to go back and see what the original order was, because I know that was a question in the chat. Like, wait, what was the medal order? But cannot the show must go on. And so as the what am I going to say here? As the crypto falls, as the Satoshis stack. Now, that's our new saying. So, as they say, as the Satoshis stack, the new medal order for today is Blocky Crypto. Whoop, whoop, taking home the gold. Flying Ride got the silver. And let's see. Mike Lowry with the bronze. There you go. He even came in with his bronze medal. He knew it. He knew he was taking that home. So my guy Neil in the house as well. Shout out to you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Let's go. We're going to talk some crypto today. We'll get to the markets in just a second here. I got a couple stories we're going to talk about. Everybody knew, like, the USAID, like, why is this place getting shut down? Like, no one even knew what it was, probably. But now Trump wants to take it and put it on the blockchain. So very cool. We'll take a look at that story. The SEC has got a closed door meeting Thursday the 27th. So this week, could this be the day that they make it official and settle the whole Ripple case? I don't know. We'll look at an article in just a little bit here. And then we'll wrap up our headlines with the SEC commissioner. So Hester Peirce supports using NFTs to raise funds for crypto startups. I like that. Said that they should be exempt from securities laws. So we'll take a look. Those are our articles for today. And then we will get into some charts. Got a few things to look at. Obviously, we'll look at the major ones like dominance, the total, the others. We'll look at the SP 500, also Bitcoin. But I've got a few lined up. So Ondo, Solana, VeChain, and the graph. Looks like the graph might have popped out from its downtrend here. Let's see if this candle sticks. We got just a few hours left on the day, so we'll see how things are going. A couple house cleaning things. I've got to send a few emails out. As it turns out, I'm going to be flying to Chicago tomorrow. So basically, right after AJ's show, I'm headed to the airport. So I've got to I got to handle some business in Chicago this week. So I am not going to be probably not going to be doing the show. We'll see if it's convenient around the time and I happen to be somewhere where I can set up. I will have most of the things to be able to do the things. So we'll see. But if it's, I'm going there to do some stuff where it might not be conducive to have a show. But when I come back to Georgia Friday, I'm actually driving. So I'll have like a 15-hour drive. So maybe we'll do like a 15-hour drive and crypto space or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Probably not that long. That would be a very long time, but we'll figure it out. But all right. So that is that for that house cleaning. Make sure you guys smash the like button. I want to share my screen here. One thing, you guys, I would like to make you aware of tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern. Why is this not changing now? There you go. We want to share this tab. There you go. At 6 p.m. Eastern tonight, I will be on a space with Victoria Fuller, Liquid NFTs. As you guys know, Nathan, you probably know maybe Nathan from the Crypto Mag, and a lot of their people are amazing over there. But he's running that Liquid NFTs thing, and so I'm going to do an AMA, an interview with Victoria. She's former playmate. She lived at the house. What was it called? The mansion. What? There's probably the play. Oh, this is a test of your manhood. What is that even called? The Playboy house. There's a man. Hugh Hefner's house. There's a number for it. There's a name for it, right? Someone rescue me in the chat. But anyway, so she lived there for a very long time, from what I understand. And so we're going to be having a conversation today. So make sure you tap in. You can find that on my page. I will actually. Let's see. I could probably pin that to my profile. So that's pinned up there now. So that's Rogue Bunnies is her NFT collection. They're going to be launching something on the Liquid NFT platform, which if you guys didn't know anything about this, the Playboy Mansion, is that all that it was? Okay, thanks. If you don't know what Nathan and Liquid are putting together, it's basically an NFT marketplace that your NFT, and this is going to be great for artists. So I want to talk to people like Carrie and Sandra and anyone else they know, because you can launch your NFTs on this platform. And what's really cool is that the moment that you get your NFT, it comes with 50% liquidity. So if you had to sell it, you will never lose, and it continues to go up as the platform generates fees. Your NFT goes up. There's a whole model. I'm sure you will learn more about that tonight with the platform, but it's something that is not being done anywhere, where basically you could never ever lose more than half of the initial value, which we all know is just a drop in the bucket to most of the NFTs that we bought. So make sure you guys set a reminder for that. 6 p.m. Eastern tonight over on the Liquid NFTs X platform. They will be the host. I will be the co-host. And I believe Nathan is going to be there as well, which would be great because he'll be able to answer some really high-level questions about Liquid. And then it'll be a great time to catch up with Victoria and see what they've got going on. And it's like, a little AMA. We'll learn about her past and kind of look forward and see what, she's looking to do with the collection there on Liquid. So I hope you guys get a chance to tune into that. Thank you so much. Make sure you smash that like button. Okay, let's do this. Let's hop into the markets. It is time. What a day, man. I know we were all super excited to see not just like a 0.5% up or whatever, man. This might be some staying power. We might be on our way back up, and things were looking like they were starting to turn around the other day. And so when we look at TradingView later on in the show, we will see, again, when we look at the others chart, we look at the altcoin chart and everything, we'll see, over the last several days, we think start to step up. Now, there were some altcoins like Ondo was in a 12%, 11% range. I screwed that up earlier. I think I said 8%, but it was a little bit higher, like 12%, maybe a 12% range for 2 weeks. And that's just wild. And there's some other coins that we'll look and see if we can find anything like that where, we could potentially get in. I did get in a trade, a little baby trade. Now, you guys, here's the deal is that this is just something that I was testing, right? So I only put $50 in. $51 was the margin because I just wanted to test it. It was 51 here. I'll show my tab so you guys can see this here. I can pull myself down as well. So there you go. So you can see, so I just put in $50 at a 15x. I took a sol long, and what I did was I looked at the fib, right? And we were kind of blasting through the 618. And so if we were to hit up to the 0.5, that is at 158. So, I mean, for $50, why not take a chance and see? That's as much as I could lose is 50. But if we pop up to the 158, like the chart was showing, if we run through the fib, that gets us to 158 is, man, that's $86. Again, our margin's only 51. So, that's a nice win. So we're going after the percent. We're currently up 12, almost 13%, 12% on the trade. So again, the dollar amount is not a lot, but what we're doing is testing our theories before we dump a lot of money into the market, right? We want to make sure that, the strategy that I'm looking at, all these things that I'm doing are working. And so there you go. We're up 12% on this trade. Again, not a whole lot because I didn't put a lot of money in because this was the first one in a while. The first one I'm showing you guys, getting ready to do this a lot more often, as you guys know. So, all right. What is up with my chat? What is up, fam? What is up, fam? Let's see. Karen, welcome everybody back. I know we had a little bit of a hiccup. I don't know what happened to the camera on the first one. So, but I appreciate a lot of you guys joining me back. Thank you so much. Karen, thank you for joining. Good to see you. Money doesn't matter, and it's the strategy and the percent gain that does matters. Absolutely. right? You know, like a gain is a gain. But what we're doing when we're testing our theories is we're percentage hunting. Like I don't care. I mean, I know how to trade, but like I've got to start showing this stuff. And so we just, again, it's low risk because it's low money, but everybody, you can put in whatever money you want to, right? And so because I want to show this more often, I will use less money in these trades just so that we can go after the percents and just show you that we're doing the right thing. So let's see, let's go to that chart, and then we're going to go on with the rest just so you can see what we were looking at, why we were looking at Sol. Is the whole idea of where we are, momentum is building. Let's push it up to the 50, right? And so we're just going to try to get that is at 150. Obviously, if this starts to come down even more, it shouldn't. I mean, with the momentum going up, so the whole going is we'll stick in this trade for a day. We'll see if we have to get out early because maybe things, you know, starting to flatten out. We'll see. Somebody said they were looking for a 138 close today, so we'll see what happens there. I'm still. Again, it's only $50, and I think 132, 133 might have been my liquidation. So I'm not worried about the $50. It sucks. It always sucks to get liquidated. I'm just hopefully, you know, the thesis is right. So that is the goal. A great idea because so many don't have thousands in a trade account. Exactly. Like that's the one thing that makes me like. I love all of our friends that trade and trade big, but it's like so out of touch with most people, right? Like even me, my spot bags are fine. I have my spot bags, but my trades, like I'm not doing that shit because I've done that where I've blown up 6 figures in a day before. Like I don't do that. I just couldn't do that, and I wouldn't want to even if I could. So just a little bit here and there, man. Let's go up to those percents. Let's show people small things stack up. Small wins will add up over time. I think that's one of the most important lessons of all of that. And as long as we consistently win and we're consistently doing the right thing and we're patient, we wait for the trade. Like I was waiting for, and we can talk about the Ondo thing a little bit later as well. Not exactly ready to go long on it. Even though probably we should, right? If you were to think, because I said this Ondo, let's see here. I need to bring you guys up so you can see what I'm talking about. I mean, no. Things are still finalizing the sponsorship stuff. So it's just going through legal right now. But I did talk to them today. So this hopefully I was said either today or tomorrow. So I would assume because it's 4 in the afternoon, it'll be tomorrow. So that'll be my goal is we'll announce it tomorrow. So as I was saying, like Ondo was trading like in this tight ass zone for almost 2 weeks. And then it finally broke out of it. We still have 3.5 hours left on the candle today before you would officially say that, like, you know, we've cleared this. And so tomorrow might be my day. If we close this candle out, I'm really going to pay attention. I will wait to see if we come back down and test this level before I get in. I kind of feel like that's always the thing is we break. You could always, because I didn't play the breakout. I don't think I was awake when it happened or I wasn't paying attention to it. And then obviously it's gone up a little bit more, just a tiny bit more throughout the day. I mean, it's only 90 cents, but the whole idea of watching it, you know, potentially come back down, touch support, and then rocket ship up. That's kind of really what I would be in the mood to play with, because it didn't just rocket ship up today. Makes me feel like it's going to come back down and touch that support. So like that's what I'm looking out for. Is that is a trade that you guys know I've been really wanting to put a not a I say long term. There's no way that I could actually do that. Where you sit in a trade for like a month. Like I know some people do that, but I know that I know you let the market breathe and all that stuff, but I just maybe it's just not in me, right? All right. Let's go back. We jumped way ahead, man. We got into the charts way too soon. So apologize. Thank you guys. Appreciate y'all. Desert Crypto, you missed $50 trade is open at this time. Yeah. So I've got a long Solana long, and I got in at like $1.42. Or not $1.42, $142 and a cent is where I got in basically there. So I'm trying to catch this thing up to the 50, which is closer to, you know, up into the 150s. So my goal is to catch that and then bail and then reassess and see what we're going to do. All right. Oh, also, if you missed the restart, also tonight, 6 p.m., Liquid NFTs, Victoria Fuller. I'll be hosting an AMA. I will be on my X account, but it will be a nice collaboration effort. So make sure you guys tune in for that. I could probably show the link a little bit later again. So here we go. Bitcoin up almost 4%. That's right. But so's the whole market. Let's refresh just to make sure. 3.9. There we go. Almost 4% today. The entire market volume up 78%. Gas still weighed down at 0.8. ETH at 8.7% dominance. Bitcoin at 60.8. We will look at TradingView to see what it says. 61.66 is what TradingView says. All right. What else do we like to talk about? The fear and greed at 31. Moving on up, baby. Altcoin season moving on down, baby. That was in the 20s last week. Man, we are getting farther and farther away from altcoin season, even though it feels like a little bit more of a relief today than what we saw last week. But man, oh man, let's see the CMC 100. What is this? The top 100. Can you buy this anywhere? It excludes assets pegged to fiat currencies, stable coins, and derivative products such as wrap tokens. Okay. Well, I like that. Can we like buy this anywhere? I like that. I like how this is headed on back up. Let's get a big pump, man. Let's get back up over here. Now, it'd be great if you could figure out if someone was offering this as a Bitcoin, ETH, XRP, BNB, Solana, Dogecoin, Cardano, Tron, Chainlink. All right. Let's go back here. Let's see what we got. Our 88,000 for Bitcoin. That's good. Over 2,000 for Ethereum. XRP 247. I thought we were going to be back up over 250 again. Like, I don't know why that thing's down. I thought XRP was going to rip. So hopefully something soon. BNB 638, Solana 143. Come on, baby. Come on. We got that long. We want that thing to rip. I actually also have a bag of Solana that I would like for it to go on a run, and then I want to get it out of Solana into something else, and I don't know what it is quite yet. Also, we got Dogecoin at 18, almost 19 cents. Cardano at number 9, man. I think it's hanging on, hanging tough. It is going to be tough for it to break out. It's probably going to dance with Doge for a while. And then Tron down a little bit. That's going to take a big day for Tron to come on up. Chainlink. Where happened to our friends Pi? There they are, 23, and the descent continues. Woo. Man, this thing was hanging tough at number 11 for a really long time. All right, let's look at our losers. Yeah, well, everybody knows you're everybody knows you're a loser. Sorry about your Pi. It is down 30% on the week, almost 4% on the day. Pax Gold, Curve, no. Tron, no. Tether Gold, Dexy, nope. No, thank you. I'm buying none of these down tokens today. And are we excited about anything? 3 is what? No, sorry. Fart coin. I don't know. I heard that that's a really good trading coin with a lot of liquidity. So we might have to look into that. We'll look at it today. We'll look at fart coin. I don't know about that. I don't know if I want to do that. I don't want to do that to myself. I don't care if you guys like it. If you guys want to buy it, if you guys want to fuck around with fart coin, go for it. I think that's just stupid, but it is money. So we'll take a look at it possibly. All right. That is it. What about losers on the week? Do we still have anything that we want to check out? Ooh, man. There it is again. Pi Jasmine coin down 10%. So big jump on our losers of the week. So as you can see, big turnaround. Big turnaround. It was your opportunity, man. That was your opportunity. Looks like Jasmine is the final opportunity. So maybe it's time to put that dry powder to use and buy some Jasmine. I don't know. My God. We'll take a look at Jasmine when we get to the charts if we decide to, if we got time. I feel like there's something that I got to do. Oh, yeah. I want to be out of here. I don't want to run it too long, so I got some time to have some dinner because I'm making Smashburgers tonight, baby. I did 2-ounce patties. My wife makes the buns. We make all our own bread. So she made the buns today. We're doing that. She's making French fries. And then one other thing, man, I can't wait. I love, if you don't have a press to make your smash burgers, you don't make smash burgers. All right. That is the quick market check. Look at some headlines, and then let's swing it on over to the charts. First headline, we're looking at Trump administration wants USAID on the blockchain. We'll look at that quote towards the end of the article. According to a memo that was circulating, the State Department, reviewed by Wired, said that they want to rename the USAID, which was the United States Agency for International Development, to the IHA, or the U.S. International Humanitarian Assistance. And they wanted to bring it directly under the Secretary of State and then leverage blockchain technology as part of its procurement process, which I absolutely love this. Absolutely love this. All distributions would also be secured and traced via blockchain technology to radically increase security, transparency, and traceability. This approach would encourage innovation and efficiency among implementation partners and allow for more flexible and responsive programming focused on tangible impact rather than simply completing activities and inputs. And this is great. One thing to take note, the memo does not make clear what specifically this means. Like, would it encompass doing cash transfers in some kind of crypto or stablecoin, or example, for simply meaning using the blockchain ledger to track a disbursement? So either way you slice it, those are some good looking cookies. I've made some really good cookies. I don't know if you like Biscoffs. If you fly Delta, you know what those are. We made some Biscoff clones. My daughter and I love coffee cookies. That's what we call them. And so I made some clones. And I'll tell you what, they're delicious. They look better than this, but these look pretty good. Oh, this down here. This is what I thought. The plans for the blockchain have also caught staffers off guard, and this is where like if you're into like corruption and shitty shit, you're gonna say, well, this solves nothing. This does not good. So few blockchain-based projects have managed to achieve large-scale success in the humanitarian sector. Linda Raftree, here we go. She's the consultant who helps humanitarian organizations adopt new technology. So there's a reason. The incorporation of blockchain technology is often unnecessary. Oh yeah, Linda? Sounds like let's check your bank accounts, Linda. Where's the money coming from, Linda? Linda? Feels like a fake technological solution for a problem that doesn't exist. Bullshit. Because look at this. I Googled this. How much corruption is in humanitarian aid? Articles stating back, here's 2019, 2024, 2017, 2023, all this stuff. The anatomy of corruption in humanitarian assistance. So let me ask you this. Question, Linda. What the fuck do you actually know about blockchain technology? Or are you just scamming and scheming? That's what I think. I had to take my glasses off of that, even though it got blurry. I'm not wearing my contacts right now. I might order some new glasses. I should probably get black frames. I think I want to get some new frames, but I might hang off from wearing the contacts for a little bit. All right, guys, smash the like button. Let's go. Appreciate you being here. Here is our next article. I guess maybe we're just gonna. This was maybe just a talking point, really. But the article is about why is the SEC silent? Gotta bring you guys up here. Why is the SEC silent on closing the Ripple XRP case? And we're all just wondering, just waiting in the wind, what is going on? But I found here, scheduled closed meeting. The SEC normally addresses legal and enforcement issues in closed meetings. The next such meeting is on Thursday, March 27th, 2025 at 2 p.m. Eastern time. The Ripple case could be dealt with during this session, followed by an official announcement. Now, that doesn't mean that it is going to happen on Thursday, but potentially. You never know. But so now we just need to make sure that we stay on top of this. So March at 2 p.m., March 27th, Thursday, this Thursday, 2 p.m. is the next closed door meeting. Maybe we'll hear something. Maybe we won't. But if this is rumors, if they start swirling and they tend to be true, this is something we'll probably hear about all week. So be on the lookout. That's all that really matters. Everybody knows what's going on. You guys don't hear what's going on in the XRP case for me. Okay. Here's our last article for the day. And here we go. It's NFT news. I thought today was a great day for an NFT article because we're talking NFTs tonight on the show with Victoria Fuller and Liquid NFTs. So make sure, here, let's go back here. Do this. So make sure, and you know what I can do? I'm going to put this into the chat. Boom. There you go. Make sure you guys go here and then make sure that you guys, if you can, 6 p.m. tonight. So it's in like an hour and a half. Tune in, hang out. We're going to have a good time. All right. Back over here. SEC commissioner supports using NFTs to raise funds for crypto starts. I like this, man. I like this idea. I like this as a fundraiser versus a coin because the NFTs, I just feel like the NFT might be a well, we're going to go through this article, but right off the rip, and I did not go through this article because I thought this was such a strong headline that I was like, perfect, we're going to talk about this anyway. But I feel like this is the move versus a coin 100% to do an NFT because you can get, I think, a better gauge there. Anyway, And you can fractionalize the whole thing, and it sets up what it does is it sets up the whole it sets up the ability, to fractionalize businesses, to fractionalize all sorts of things. So I just seen a message come by. Here we go. Hester Purse suggests NFT fundraising projects like the Stoner Cats should be exempt from securities laws, hinting at clearer regulations ahead. We love this. We know clearer regulations, and the processes for all these things that we'll be able to do moving forward are going to be absolutely abundantly clear probably in this year. Some point we'll know a lot more information, especially if we start to see case precedent like we had seen with the derivatives and Yuga, Ryder, and Pauly, that whole thing that happened last year. So Purse said that regulatory clarity could soon follow the agency's recent decision to declassify proof of work crypto mining within securities laws. Okay. We could do it on NFTs as well, she stated. If we could provide some kind of framework or some kind of markers for NFT issuers to look to, I think we could be pretty helpful. Yeah, definitely. Providing a framework or guidelines for NFT issuers to reference could be helpful. We can make an announcement of exemptive nature regarding NFTs. Well, there you go. NFT season's about ready to rip, baby. Stoner Cats, that was Mila Kunis. However, the NFT market is no longer the once thriving environment it used to be. No shit, it's a market. Markets are cyclical, man. You said it right there. You called it a market. So what are markets? They're cyclical. They go around. So we're in the downtime, ready to hopefully soon. I feel like we need people to get some profits in crypto for NFTs, like NFTs as we know them, for those to take off again. What we need is for the next stage of NFTs to start taking off as well. And I think through tokenization and fractionalization, all of that stuff is going to be happening very soon. So Hearst also clarified that the NFT's exemption from securities laws would depend on structure. You could have an NFT that is a tokenized security, and it could be structured as an NFT. She said, obviously, that's not going to be carved out. Okay. All right. We got some time and all that stuff. And let's see, last week, Canary Capital submitted a filing to the SEC for the creation of an exchange-traded fund, an ETF, that will track Pengu. Oh, God. That's interesting. That to me, as crazy as that sounds, bullish. Besides ApeCoin, which only has an NFT, Pudgy Penguin has an NFT, a token, and a physical. We have one here somewhere. I have a couple of the plastic ones, and then my daughter has a plushie one that AJ gave her. He's like a little Superman guy or something. So okay, now I'm bullish on that, and I know it's probably counterintuitive to think about a Pengu ETF and be bullish, but remember a lot of the things that we've been talking about, crypto index funds, and how the more and more ETFs we get, or ETPs, really, they are exchange traded products, not funds at this moment, from what I understood. And that's something that I'd gathered at the Ondo conference, is that really we should be referring to them as ETPs, not ETFs. But everything like that aside, I feel like the more and more obscure we get with tokens that get an ETF or an ETP, whatever, is such a bullish thing, because that opens the door to the index fund. And once we have that, it's absolutely amazing. 70, I believe the statistic is 70% of a lot of the money, 70% of the money in TradFi has to go through goes through index funds, something like that. So you're talking big dollars, and we're seeing global acceptance. We're seeing these ETFs just keep stacking up. Writing's on the wall, man. Writing is on the wall. Make sure you smash the like button if you like crypto. Dougie Fresh, my guy. And Doom, let's get it. Hydroski. Speaking of Hydroski, I got a tickle in the throat right now. I've been hitting this water a little bit today. I love that. Nice and cold. Make sure. Oh, also, speaking of, guys, so I started doing this recently, and I would like for you to do this as well. You got to go into the VWorld app. And here, I wish you could zoom in, but okay. So there you go. See down at the bottom, the VWorld app. So you want to click on that, and you want to join the VBetter ecosystem. You can do things like mugshot. Now, this is not a coffee cup, but I have a coffee cup that is a Yeti. And I took a picture the last 2 days of my coffee. I sit in the morning on the couch with my coffee cup and I start working, doing my things, whether I'm a reply guy or I'm creating my own or whatever's happening. And so I took a picture, bada boom, bada bing, got my coins. Right. So do it. Reward yourself for the things that you're always doing, especially if it's just like when you sit down to do your morning routine, to drink your coffee, just take a picture of it and send it into the app and earn some money every day. You do this every day of your life. Why not make some money doing it? So Karen does her mugshot every day. Love that. Let's go. Boom, boom, boom. I reached out to them via DM and I would love to have them on a conversation. I would like to, because what I'm going to do is I'm just getting done with the sustainability script. And so I'm going to shoot that again. I got to go to Chicago next or tomorrow. So tomorrow afternoon, and I'll be back on Friday. So I'll be gone. So I'll try to shoot it this weekend, put it out next week. But it's a video about sustainability, VeChain, and then in it, obviously talking about the V Better ecosystem. From there, I want to do like more follow-ups, right, to just build on this. And so Whitney and I are going to sit here in my office, and we're going to do a video going through the V Better ecosystem and all, the things that, she can do and I can do. And, like, for example, grocery shopping, I believe, is one of them. Picking up your dog poop is one of them. There's also some environmental cleanup ones. So where we take our dog to go run around and throw sticks and throw the ball there's like, kind of into the woods, there's a bunch of trash. And so we can go there, clean that shit up and do some things. Desert Crypto. Am I meeting with AG? It's can't talk about the family business without the family, if you know what I mean. Can't be talking about the family business in Chicago. Going to Chicago this week. Flight out tomorrow. I don't know what's going on with my throat, but I need some pasta and some garlic. I might hope that I sound like this when I'm an old guy. I'm gonna move to Italy, so I do. I fucking love you guys. Smash the like button. So what's in Chicago? Family. I'm gonna spend a couple days with my fam, and then my in-laws are actually gonna be moving down here into our neighborhood, which is amazing. And so I am going to be driving a truck down from Chicago down to Georgia. So that's why I said I got a 15-hour drive on Friday. So I'll probably do a space damn near close to the whole thing. Why not, right? We'll have some fun with it. We'll figure it out. But so that's Friday. You schmucks. And I do have to bring down some giardiniera. If you guys don't know what giardiniera is, so there is some Italian business going to happen, and we're going to have some Rosati's pizza on Thursday night. If you don't know what Rosati's is, you fucking crazy. Road trip, baby. Absolutely. And I think I'm gonna bring like my wireless mics and my little microphone thing, and maybe talk to people. Like I hope there's at least one or two There's at least one Buc-ee's on my way back, and I don't mind stopping at some like other truck stops and stuff. But maybe what we'll do is just film some fun man on street content at truck stops, asking people about crypto and NFTs. Smash the like button if you want to see that. Hey, it's my mafia family. You know that I will tell you, my grandfather did teach the mafia in Chicago how to play golf. That's what I understand. So, but guys, I'm a fucking come on. Use your brains. Use your fucking brains. All right. That's it for that is it for articles. I love you guys. Let's do this. Here's a quick word. We'll be right back.
Oh, Dad, how about this one?
Boom. Now, if you haven't done it already, what's wrong with you? But yeah, go ahead and smash that like button. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. All right. Here we go. Let's get into a couple charts here. We'll breeze through a couple charts. And if there's anything that you guys want to look at, let me open up the comments here. So I got this opened up. Boom. Now, if there's any charts that you guys specifically want to look at, drop them in the chat. You are free to do so. And I've got a few that I want to get through specifically. And then let's see. I'm going to bring XRP up as well. Let me slide it on up the list. We'll look at it after the graph. All right, so the order is right here. Boom. Some of these we're going to breeze through. Some of them we'll breeze through. All right, like right here, we talked about this one already. The Bitcoin dominance at 61.62%. So, boom. We are down a little bit. Obviously, don't scam wick, whatever, but we'll see what happens. Hopefully, we do a little down, up, we stair step it down. We want dominance to go down, but we want the total market cap to go up. This is obviously a chart I didn't look at before I started the show. I did a little post on this. Look, if you were to look at this, is the total crypto market cap. This is everything, right? This is everything in the market cap over the last. Let's pull what we need to. Let's zoom in. Let's make this look a little bit sexier. My God, doesn't look terrible, so make it look nice. All right, so from here, we're up 12% in 2 weeks total market cap. I don't mind that, right? And obviously you got some wicks that would go a little bit lower, but we're going to go bodies to bodies. So that's a bodies exercise right there. All right, so that's the total. Here, right, is we got to probably move this a little bit. This might have been set at a different time frame. Okay, so there is. We'll do that right now. Okay, so here is the total. This is the others chart. So this is everything excluding the top 10. So no Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, stables, none of that junk. None of the top 10 junk. This is all straight altcoin junk. Like, let's go altcoin season, baby. That's what this is. None of the high cap, even though there are some high caps in here, but you guys get the point. All right, so we are same thing, man. Trending up. And this is altcoins. This one is up 15% in those same 2 weeks. So the altcoins are up an additional 3%. So love to see that. S&P 500 on its way up, made a little gap over the weekend, as you can see right there. Things also looking up in the stocks world. So this took a very sharp downturn here, but we have seen throughout the past, normally it does. Bitcoin. Let's zoom out here. What is this? I'm just going to clear all of the drawings. I'm going to zoom out. Might as well start with Ondo. Oh, man, I know. So we got to get through the majors. So it's the dominance, the total, the others, the S&P, and then Bitcoin. And then you see right here, first one listed. First one is Ondo. So don't you worry, my guy. But I appreciate you. Let's go. All right. So it tells the same story, right? Things are looking up, and this is Bitcoin specifically, right? Now, before we were looking at the market generally, but boom, what is this one doing over the last 14? So altcoins minus the top 10 up 15% over the last 14 days. Bitcoin is up 11.75 in the same time frame, the 14 days. So altcoin season. Well, we're gonna have to track that. So 15. That's what this is doing right here. So this has gone up 15%. So we'll keep tracking this little jump versus the the Bitcoin jump here and see who's performing better, altcoins or Bitcoin. What do you guys think? Altcoin or Bitcoin? What's going to outperform? All right, here we go. So I know that I had titled the show that this is an Ondo breakout, and I'm sure the purists may not quite agree with that, right? Because we still have 3 hours, a lot of time. A lot of things could happen. This thing could drop down, and then this is just a wick of a day, and that's it. And we stay within the zone. So technically, we have to wait the next 3 hours, right, until this candle clears. It closes, and then we're on the next one, and we're out. And then from there, obviously, I mean, what's your target on Ondo, right? Let's say 215. Let's get above the all-time high that we got to see in December. But it's going to be a big year for Ondo, right? So look at that. Like, it has traded, with the exception of today, where this thing popped out a little bit. you can see like this thing was trading for the last 2 weeks within a really, really tight zone. And there's a lot of coins that were doing the same thing, especially when you consider, I mean, if you zoom out, like look at kind of the volatility of, each move, whether it be, obviously a pink candle is red and a blue candle is green, translating, your charts to my charts. But I mean, you see, you've got, some sharp downs, some ups, sharper downs, stair step it up. This was more of like a drawn out than some of the other moves, but what we've been currently doing right here, this just straight consolidation, at some point this thing was going to rip. Now, could it have gone down much lower? Absolutely. Are we still in a downtrend? We're still in a downtrend until we're not, 100%. And so, like, if you were to pull, and I might have to change this a little bit here. Let's go right there. All right, we'll pull it up here. So technically, we've got and again, the Ondo breakout was more of the little zone that we were in. The actual breakout for it to, and we just right here, you saw we just got a death cross, but for it to be considered, and I want to use quotes, air quotes here, like an actual breakout, because you probably got to find some other levels, but to break out its downtrend, you still got another 15%, right? I would say because like even just breaking out right here doesn't mean shit, because it's like you might get rejected here. I mean, that's a little bit higher up, but you may get rejected and sent back down. That's why, you can't quite think that just because you pop that trend line does that mean that you're going to break out. No, but Blocky, my guy, one of the day, man, we got to get you on here. Kato, what do you expect Ondo to top out over at 2025? All right, well, let's look at this. I'm honestly like like when I smoke opium, like $15, like for real, just because of narratives and where things are going. All right, so let's do this. Let's draw. So the end of the year is right here. So I mean, when you look at $15, that's actually like insane. 15 bucks ish, right? Like ish. Like that's absolutely insane to even think about. Now, if I'm more realistic, I like short-term targets like in the next couple months, like $5 for real, for real. I am super bullish. I originally was thinking more like 20 to 25, and I was more like 25. And then there was some other people, some other credible people who were talking 20, and I was told to kind of back down by just some friends or whatever. Like, that's a little crazy. And so, I mean, you even look at 15 from where it's at right now is insane. But bull runs do that kind of shit where you can go from and what is the Ondo market cap? I could guess and be close, but it's like two something. But I don't want to. So 2.84 billion is the Ondo market cap currently, and so in theory, like we have seen, and you've heard me talk about this on other people's shows, where like there's like this like sweet spot, like when you see like these coins that will go from the three-ish around 3 to 5 billion up to 30 billion in a bull run during the actual euphoria phase. And so Ondo is one of those ones that has the narrative to be that. It's ranked 36, so it has a ton of room to grow, right? For it to get from, let's see, it's currently at a 3 billion market cap, right? Just under at a 2.8. Let's look at what else is around it. So you got, ICP, a lot of people are really bullish with ICP. You got Aave, a lot of people are really bullish with Aave. Mantle, sure. VeChain 100%. So like it's in one of those things where you've got this potential for these coins to absolutely just explode. Ondo, it's a top 10 coin for me. It's just something I feel like is positioned itself just too well. and what they're doing. And I know there's a lot of questions that we have overall with where it's going and everything, but hey, we've got some time. My goal is to really connect with some of the team members there to really see where it'll go. But $5 is like, let's be realistic. Like we're living on Earth right now. $5 is a great target for Ondo, especially for a lot of us, especially right now. I mean, at 89 cents. I mean, $5 target, which we all know if you're in Ondo, if you're a part of the community, like you're like, that like it is overall, Ondo will be a $100 project, and I believe the trajectory of that is kind of in line with the 2030 thesis, right? Where that's a lot of the metric is going to be for the RWA ecosystem, and so what you look at is like, okay, we've got 5 years to get there. There's going to be like an initial, like for the first couple years is where you get like the big push. I feel like it's going to be the big push, the big run up. You kind of like fall off and consolidate, and then it goes back up in a couple years later, and so like that's going to finish off the 2030 metric. And so with that being said, like by 2030, $100 billion project, that's at 31 right now. That's a $31 Ondo price tag. Okay. So that's not unrealistic at 31. And so with that being said, I mean, you come back down to earth and you're like, all right, 5, 10, sure. Like 15, like, man, we're partying, we're having a good time. 5 to 10 is absolutely wonderful. But it's really to me that when you look at the chart, and I want to be clear about this, like I see both things, and there are people who will only play by the charts. They only see the charts. That's all that's really like important to them, and I get that. But there are also the narratives, and it's definitely uh oh, sorry. What is going down? Ondo's going down? No, it's still in there, man. It's at 90 cents. It's still hanging in there. Yeah. Yeah, we're still hanging in there. I think. Maybe. Yeah, here you go, Karen. Everybody wants some hopium. There you go. It just went back up. I love that. We could put it on the you know what? I've got it on the day chart. That's why I'm a crazy guy. I'm showing you guys the daily. When in doubt, zoom out, right? That's the most important thing. So yes, it did kind of go down from 91 cents to 90 cents, but when in doubt, zoom out. All right, Solana's going down as well a little bit. We're about like right around. We're just probably a skosh over. Let's take a look. We're not 6% up or whatever we were anymore. We're less than 1% up. We're up 40, 45, 46 cents, almost 1%. So it's come back down. Solana has as well. That's actually our next chart. So let's take a look here. Where are Oh, that's interesting. Oh, that's a 10-minute. Let's look at a 4-hour. Loved seeing that pump recently right here, right? This was great. As you guys know, I had sold out. It was a 10% pump just the other day. It took a couple days, or it took a little time. But there was a time where I did that swap. Let's take a look at that because it's really interesting. Bears are taking over again. Come on, guys. It's the Bulls time. We need the Bulls to take over. All right, so here we go. Right now, so here are our numbers so you guys can see them. Here, let me do. Come on, man. There you go. All right, so we originally had 54 Solana. It was 10,000. This was like 2 months ago. It was 10 grand. We swapped it over to Ethereum and got 374. And then when the USD, when it had, and that was, remember, that was 10 grand. It had gone down to like 8,500 and I swapped it out. I didn't want to lose any more value and preserve that at 8,500. Right now, the Ethereum would be worth 7,800. The Solana 7,600. So we made the right decision by like about $1,000. Thank goodness. There you go. So that is something that we have got to keep checking out. And I've got to figure out what to do. I want to get into something with that USDC. It's like burning a hole in my pocket. I don't know. I want to get some more VeChain. I feel like at under 3 cents is a steal. I probably want to get some more Jasmine again. We were talking about here. I want to rip through these other charts and then we're going to get rolling so that I can get ready for the show tonight at 6. All right, let's go here. Let's do. There we go. All right, so there's Solana. I mean, what are you gonna do? Are you guys 141? I feel like again, if we were to look at, I think the fib, it is gone right now. I don't have it drawn, but anyway, if you can even look at this tweet that I had put out, and that would probably because that was the timing of all of this stuff. Let me see here. Let's go to my Twitter profile. I want you to see the chart from when I actually posted this. Here we go. So I'm gonna pull myself down here. Oop, that's what I meant to do. All right. So 142.01. That's basically when I went in on the trade. And if you look, it is at basically just trucking through the 618. And so, even if it again, it dances a little bit, we can get out of the trade if we need to. It's not like we're going to take a $50 liquidation, but what we're doing is trying to pressure up to the 50-day right here. And even if we stop out right here, or if we get out, we take our profit at the 0.5. So be it. We're just trying to pressure back up to the 50-day just to see how that go. I think 158 is the number right there. If you were on the actual chart, if we had it up, but why wasn't it up, by the way? Yes, there it is. Yeah. So the whole idea that we take this. And it's a 10, at this point, it's 11, almost a 12% move. It was a little bit more. And then obviously a little bit less. We've got, we lost a little bit on it. So that's the Bulls ain't got no balls. Come on, Brian. Yes, they do. Oh, maybe they've been, anyway. Let's see. VeChain. That is, let's see. VeChain is one that we want to look at. That is one that has been consolidating in its zone. This is the 4-hour. We want to look at the daily again because it has been just hanging out and it's on the high side. So I almost feel like the opposite of what's going to happen, like to what Ondo was kind of on the bottom side and it broke up. This one's closer, dancing with the top side. It got a rejection, as you can see right here, right, and then shot back down. But so what we're waiting for, we've got these lines set, and here's what you do. Why doesn't it? Oh, okay, that's why we got to do this. Hit that and VeChain right here, and then you yourself a little message like possible long. There you go. We'll set one here. Check support. There you go. You just set yourself a little alarm so you can see, like, this way you don't have to be staring at the chart. Like, I don't have to look at the VeChain chart again until I get an email or a text message or a ding, ding, ding on my computer. And it tells me, oh, one of your alarms went off. And then you look at it. And if it's the message specifically, you look on you just click right into the chart and you'll be like, oh, shoot. Okay. VeChain's breaking out. Let's make sure that we watch this and maybe we get more or we take a little long position and try to catch wherever it's running. This one's also got a nice little run up to the 50-day as well. This one is sitting at about 12% too. They don't always. I mean, as you can see, it doesn't always touch the 50-day, but at some point, they go back and touch, and it's been a while. And usually, the point is that unless it's on a wild run, like it should pop through every now and then. Like look at how often it kind of ran through here. Again, we've dealt with a little bit more volatility, so it's a little different. But the whole idea is, look, we've got momentum moving up. This is coming down. These are going to touch, and we're just trying to get a little trade back up to the 50. That's it, man. That's all we're asking for. Not a whole lot. Something to think about. It's a nice little strategy. All right. Graph. This is what I wanted to look at. We could be maybe more scientific with our downtrend. I don't know. But this line in particular, we've been looking at for a little while now. I did not redraw this line. This one's been sitting on here. And so as you can see, according to this, guys, what if this is the day? What if this was the day that we were all waiting for? That could be amazing, couldn't it? That could be absolutely amazing. So I know a lot of people have been hanging on to the graph for quite some time, and it has just been an underwhelming underperformer, much like Pyth has. Pyth's doing that same thing, right? Let's pop open the Pyth chart. This one has not broken out, unlike the graph did. It's still, I mean, it's pretty darn close, but it's the same kind of thing. I mean, look at this. Like a lot of these coins that we probably, I mean, they're not all going to make it, but you got another 12% up to the 50-day. I mean, at some point, it's going to touch that. At some point soon, it's going to touch that. It has been a very long time. It's been close, but it hasn't touched it since December 18th. I mean, things went on a wild ride. It's been flat now. It should come back to it. It should definitely come to it because it's got to level off. It should come, especially with the momentum going up, man. It should just come back up to it. So even if it's in the next couple days, that's why I took that long on Sol. That is going to be one of those ones that I'll sit in for a couple days. I will let it run. I will let it run up to where it should go. And if it goes down a little bit, if I got to bail, I got to bail. Yeah, it's not. We're not betting the farm on this one. This is just testing the theory. So, all right. How about AXON Dow ticker AXGT or maybe LCX as coins to try your luck with? Let's take a look at. Let's see here. We could pop open Dex Tools for a second. Why not? Why not? Do I think VeChain can get back to 21 cent this cycle? I don't know, man. That's a big number from where it's at. I love the idea of it getting to all time high. We'll take a look. We'll pop back over to the VeChain chart after we look at a couple of these here. All right, so we got Coins Chick Coin. This is one of our favorite community coins right here. Respects the trend like none other. Make sure if you want to do some research and get in that community, make sure you do some research to get in that community. All right, what is another one? We got this one. This one's wild, man. I ended up bailing. I chicken shitted out of it. I had probably way too much Solana in on this to hang on much longer. But the white line is where I got in. The white line is where I got out. I got in at this thing was crazy. 240, like 239,000, 240,000, something like that. And jumped out around the 446 mark. It is up to 501,000. J1T.FYI. J1T, just one token, is basically the ticker, and it is the name of the coin. There is just one token, and it is a $501,000 market cap. It's the $501,000 price tag. Wild to me. If you do zoom out on this thing, I tell you what, like, look at the weekly, like, hi, that is wild. Do you guys think this thing has a chance to get back up there? Like, if it does, I feel like I got to get back in, but I also feel like we'd like to smoke our hopium. Like, is that thing going to rip back up to 1.5 million? My God, that's wild. Only on 60K liquidity, though. So, very interesting how that is all working. I definitely want to learn more. Okay. Let's see. The token ticker, you said LCX. Is this it right here? Here, I'll pop myself off. Let's just, there you go. So here's the chart. Let me know, Kato, if this is the right one. This is the LCX chart that I saw currently on the week. Let's switch it over to the day, see how things are looking a little bit more granularly. I mean, I feel like this is probably a nice time to buy some of this if this thing's got a community and it's got some activity. It's kind of doing that thing where that's not scientific, I know. Anyway, that's probably fine. So we are in a downtrend. But just like everything in crypto, it's in a downtrend. On a local, man, I feel like there you go. There's our local bottom, eh? Oop. Man, something to look at. We'll keep an eye on this one. We'll see. You know what we like to do. We like to draw a line where it's at when we got it. When we talked about it first, we'll see where this thing goes. Let's go. Today is March 24th, 4P show. So when we learned about it, we'll put it over here. Perfect. All right. Well, there's the LCX. What's the other one? Ticker AXGT. All right. I'm gonna want to look at. I gotta look up some base plays. I got some coin on base that I gotta find some more opportunities with and get into some new ones. All right, let's do this. Let's look at AXON DAO governance token. Governance tokens. Okay. I mean, if this is like the jam, I mean, you are at a pretty low price point, and so I would say about here. That's probably like if you're buying here on this in this side, you're doing well in this token, right? Like boom, anytime it's in there. So hopefully you get something, you start floating back up, and then boom, it shoots back up. So this is your zone, man. It's great place to be buying this coin if this is something that you're into. I'd have to do some more research into it. Do they have the website? They do. Let's take a look at it. Why not? Building the future of decentralized science. Okay. RWA plus DPIN in the service of your longevity. Okay. I don't talking about like cryogenically frozen people. My longevity. Psychedelic speech profile or non-invasive mood and cognition monitoring. Take control of your health journey. Precognitive voice analysis. Parkinson, PTSD, stress, microdosing, and mental state. Interesting. All right. DeSci is like, I'm telling you, man, like it is definitely, if you think about, I know that modern medicine is one thing, but if you like this whole DeSci movement, I feel like it makes more sense to me than your traditional medicine system. So. Okay, man, we'll do some more research into this. Thank you for bringing them to the attention. My guy Cato in the building. We're gonna star them. Anytime we look at coins that we want to keep looking at, we will always hit it on the star and the Dex tools, and then, as you know, we keep them until we don't. That's the rule. Keep them until we don't. All right. Well, I believe that takes us out of time. I'm at this point $1.50 down in my trade. $1.49. Oh, brutal. $1.49. How are we going to live? All right. Well, I believe that is going to do it for today, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Make sure that you could please smash the like button on your way out. It means the world to me. Number one thing you can do to help the channel. And I will be back at some point this week. Not quite sure when. But remember, 6 o'clock tonight. Here, I'm going to bring this up one more time. And then I will throw it in the chat as well. Let's see. We want profile for anybody that is new to the show. Here is a link you want to follow. 6 p.m. Eastern, I will be live hanging out with Victoria Fuller of the Rogue Bunnies and Nathan with Liquid NFTs and some of the amazing communities. So I hope you guys get an opportunity to tune in. Let's get it. Hey, have a great night. Do something to make improve your life 1%. Just try something, whether it's a relationship, whether it's your career, your crypto, your music, whatever, your playlist, whatever it is to get you hyped up to go work out, whatever you need to do, make yourself 1% better. And we'll see you tomorrow. Have a great night.